Hi, Jason Phillips from Appraise, autoappraise.com. Checking out tonight a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. Just finished up with about a 3-hour long inspection on this car. Going to go over some of the highlights and or deficits of the vehicle. It's got an older single stage repaint. It's got a lot of small flaws, some bubbling down low on the rockers and in the fenders, some significant bubbling in the quarter panel. All of that doesn't show up. We've got over 300 still photos of the vehicle. Trim generally aged throughout the entire vehicle. This flapper is deteriorated, and some rust on the vent windows both sides. Overspray present, some of the trim that didn't get pulled on the car. Car's got a built-up 350, 700 R4 tranny, Milodon deep sump oil pan. The underbody structure is all original. These body bushings have deteriorated. The gussets are in pretty good shape, but the frame rails underneath here, you can see, are no longer smooth. They've had some kind of a coating maybe smeared on them in various locations throughout the surfaces. When you tap on them, they seem solid, and with a bigger magnet you get some adhesion, but it's hard to know what's beneath that. Taking a look at the inner rocker structure. That'll come into focus in a minute. A little bit of music in the background for your enjoyment. There's some rust holes through the inner rocker structure atop some of the same roofing tar or whatever that was smeared along there. So the inner rocker structure, you can see, has had quite a bit of cover-up repair. That rear body support there is rusted through at the bottom. Other side looks pretty much the same. Up here on the floor pans, you can see that there's a heavy coating of this tar-type substance smeared throughout. So really difficult to assess the true condition. You can see that floor pan over there was actually cut out and the pan dropped in from the top. And you can see it here as well. There's a seam right there along that line. We've got a standard 57 style rear end, some ladder bars added on. Front suspension's all OEM stock and original. Some decay noted in the control arm bushings. Front frame rails have some previous damage, some elongations from being pulled. There's some in the rear as well, but nothing horribly substantial. Spring pockets look like they were in pretty good shape from underneath the vehicle. This bumper end's got some significant rust. It's an earlier style 350 with the long stamping pad on it. That's blank. Got a dual feed poly on there. High rise, got an MSD billet distributor, 6AL box, aluminum radiator. Oil's full. Antifreeze is clean. Seat covers and carpet have been done. They look nice. Dome light is in op. Dash has been painted. It's been altered with an aftermarket Pioneer stereo. Miles are reset to 5 miles. Heater controls are pretty faded out. Aftermarket tilt column put in. I did it or similar on the GT Grant steering wheel. Chrome's pretty deteriorated inside and outside all along the vehicle. It's all original trim. Little paintwork lacking in the jambs, or perhaps a lot of paintwork lacking in the jambs. Trim on the vent windows in need of some repair. It's got a solid trunk. The VIN plate's missing off the driver's door post. We've got to check in and find out why that is. Rear bumper's in pretty good shape. Car's got some waviness along the tops of the doors, tops of the quarter panels. The magnetic adhesion all around the car was decent with a business card magnet, with the exception of from about here up, most of the way around. Rockers have been changed. It's kind of a class 4 driver car. Trim tag still in place on the firewall. That's good. Looks like it might have been an original car. I don't think the firewall's been painted. We're gonna get her down off the jacks, take her for a ride here, see how she runs down the road. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise, 800-301-3886. Doing inspections on cars all across the country. 310 guys out there jacking them up, providing detailed written reports. Lots of photos, over 300 I think in this case. Sometimes a video, sometimes not, depends on who's doing the inspection. Solid trunk, it's got a rear mount battery. Evidence of some receipts that support repairs and or some of the upgraded parts that have been put in.
There is no monthly check and maintenance fee, no monthly debit card fee, no minimum. And it comes with 24-hour.
Let us know if we can do an inspection for you sometime. 800-301-3886. Leave us some feedback on YouTube. Hit us up on Facebook. Say some nice things. Say anything. Thanks a lot.
24-hour grace system and method is protected by U.S. patent. Learn more at Huntington.com/grace.